Chris, I'm looking around. I don't see those cheese puffs the way I was hoping today. We'd start.
Yeah, I thought you were going to finish
cheese
your
puff too.
legacy.
I got puffs right here.
Now, you don't have to do the puffs. I was just joking with you. I mean, I feel like you did it yesterday. People told you how excited they were about it.
My fingers are still orange, Ron. I'm not gonna lie.
You should bathe.
What?
That's probably
Stupid.
what you should have done.
Now, you have been accepted into a very big thing, and I don't know whether you know this about our Chris Stanley, but he's a man of many hobbies. And this hobby is called what, Chris?
Settlers of Catan, Ron. Settlers of Catan, the board game.
Now, you are going this weekend?
No, Valentine's Day weekend.
Okay, Valentine's Day
Romantic.
weekend.
Yeah.
And you're all trying to qualify to be in the finals, the national finals?
This is a qualifier for the Catan United States Championship, which is at Origins Game Fair in Canton, Ohio.
No, I've never heard of this game. Is it a board game?
It's a board game, yeah. It's like a newer board game. It lasts like 20 years or so.
How long does it normally take to play this board game?
Like a fast game will be like 45 minutes, but games can drag out to like 2-3 hours.
And how good do you think you are at this?
I think I'm good enough to win this qualifier. Like, I really feel like so this qualifier gets me a slot in the United States Championships at a fucking comic book convention.
I will tell you this. If that happens.
Yes, Ron.
I'm going to see if SiriusXM can get behind this. Perhaps even to send us to do a live broadcast from Canton, Ohio.
There's nothing I want more.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to get in your head.
Sure.
But I want to have it the way ESPN was hanging around New Orleans for the championship there.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe even there's some comic book people we can get in.
Oh, sure. It means Origins Game Fair. Who knows the stars that are there?
Literally nobody knows.
So if I win this, I get a $300 stipend
You keep saying stipend.
for room and board
Yeah.
to Canton, Ohio.
Now,
That's your money. Nobody can touch that.
No, that's his stipend. That's his stipend. All right, 844 Rock God. 844 Rock God. If anyone else, a single human being, I would be surprised, is familiar with the game. The what of Canton?
Settlers of Catan, or we just call it Catan, or Settlers.
Oh, it's
Okay.
confusing because Catan and Catan.
Yes,
like,
but it's Catan.
Spelled
Settlers.
nothing like Chris Catan.
No,
Spelled
nothing.
nothing like Rattan.
No.
Now, the Settlers of Catan, give me the elevator pitch. What is the game?
It's a strategy game where you have to build the resources. You have to build cities and settlements with resources you gather through dice rolls until you get 10 points.
Now, none of that makes sense to me, and it also sounds like it's no fun whatsoever.
I trust me, I know. When it was described to me, I thought this game is fucking dumb and I have no interest in it whatsoever. But there's a ridiculous amount of strategy involved in it. And the interesting part is the board itself changes every single game, and there's millions of ways to actually to put the board out.
Yeah, I mean, I think even one would be weird to say what you're saying. Now, how were you introduced to this game? Who was behind it?
A friend of my girlfriend's was like, "Do you ever play Catan?" I'm like, "No," and they were all
Wait a
about
minute.
it.
Gail, I won't have any nerd bashing take on here.
Yeah.
And I heard you laugh.
Yeah, she's fucking bad. She's not
That's
nice.
okay.
She's not nice.
What do you
Because-
mean you've never played Catan?
See, the thing about Chris, and this is true, he's oddly freakish.
yeah.
He's oddly cool.
Yeah.
But there is a nerd streak, and he will tell real nerd stories. Like his fantasy thing is very, very strong in him.
Yeah, love.
And that's what you like about this is like a fantasy.
It's a little fantasy, but like when I first started, it was like, all right, so I'm on this this random island, this fake island, this fantasy island, Catan, and I'm like, it's like kind of medieval. There's knights, there's knight cards.
Yes.
But I got over that once I like started realizing the game. I was like, oh, this is a really fun game to play.
Well, it's amazing to me you're even playing a board game because that's rare these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let alone someone your age
I know.
taking it serious enough to go to the New York finals. Where is that at?
This is at Brooklyn Game Labs in Tribeca. It's the Winter 2020 New York City Catan National Qualifier, Ron.
Let me get a look at the room. I want you to try to figure out what kind of place.
I've
that
seen
you're
these
walking
game labs
into.
in Brooklyn, though. I didn't realize they also have one in Tribeca.
They're everywhere, Gal.
Tribeca's really coming around, Gail. You're going to be surprised.
Okay. I didn't know.
Look, there's the children that
All right,
hang out.
that's all.
Yeah, these are all pictures of children.
Every picture I see is children.
Yeah.
Maybe
but I've
Juju would
seen-
like to play this with you, Chris.
I think
I would
so.
love to teach Juju Sellers at Catan.
Yeah, I've seen kids
There's
hanging
not
outside
a
of the game
single
lab,
adult in any of these.
and they seem like a real nerdy bunch.
The only adults seem like big brothers, you know?
And
Yeah.
pedophiles.
Yeah,
No.
like nerdy pedophiles.
So yeah, this is where it's a little bit too well lit for my taste, but that's fine.
Because you like a bar
The
atmosphere.
smoke-filled rooms of
Yeah.
Catan. Now, so your girlfriend's friend
Yes.
turned you on to it. How many of you were playing the first
It's
time?
you can play from it's 3 to 4 people for the basic set, but a full game of Catan's a 4-person game.
Okay.
So there are four of us.
So you actually have 3 people you know
Yes.
and that you play Catan with.
Yes, yeah, and there's more. They have other friends who play Catan, and they come and play sometimes because there's an expansion, Ron, that you can play 5 to 6 players.
Now, by the way, Chris hasn't called anyone his friend yet. It's his girlfriend's friend
Yes.
and their friends.
Yes.
Right.
No one there that you consider a friend.
Do
No.
any of these people like
Enemies. They're like, why does he have to yell during Catan?
I do, and they get really annoyed.
All right, Brian in Oregon plays your game, and I'm very surprised.
Love
you?
it.
Brian.
Hey, we have about 10 to 15 people that play the adult version called Nights and Cities. The one Chris plays is kind of the kids version.
Oh, give me a fucking break. Nights and City sucks.
Why? Because older people play?
No, plenty of adults play basic Catan. Then why are all these adults going to be at the Brooklyn
Why don't
Tribeca?
you
How do
play
you know they're going to be adults, Chris?
I hope they're not. It'll be easier competition. I don't mind a
Now,
squash.
how
match.
did you find out that you could go pro with this? Because apparently you haven't played outside your little circle,
No,
nerd
well,
circle.
this is the thing. These other people have come in and they've acted like hot shit that they're good at Catan, and they have a real nerd vibe, and they were fucking shocked at how I beat the fuck out of them in the game. And they realized, oh man, you're fucking playing for real. I'm like, yeah, man, I am. And so that's what gave me the and I fucking roll, Ron. I fucking dominate.
You really are the best in your group?
Yes, without a doubt. And people get annoyed with me because I win too much.
Now, have you checked out any of the online stuff to see what else is out there in the country?
I've checked out past winners of this tournament.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, seems Jewish white men, and Asian guys won a few times.
So they don't intimidate you.
They don't intimidate me at all. I'm going to intimidate them.
You know, like when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, I'm really good at chess because I was beating my neighborhood. But then you find out some people absolutely are into chess on a level that I would be
Yeah.
too bored to even get into.
I understand that. I get that. But
And you feel like that's you. You feel like you're other level.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go to the
Now,
national
are you
level.
gonna like when you compete? Are you gonna wear like dark
I'm going to have
sunglasses?
sunglasses and headphones in.
And what is the thing about you that you think makes you the best Catan player?
I think my strategy is sound. I think I have a killer instinct. And I think that I could fucking get in other people's heads.
And I bet you're ballsy too. You know, you
Yeah,
don't play it safe.
I don't
you?
play it safe at all. I fucking go for it. I go for it every fucking time.
Now,
You gotta
have
be
you looked up other people's strategies? Like, are you aware?
I've looked
that
up
people
yes.
go a certain way. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've looked up other people's strategies for Sellers of Catan. Look, my strategy is fucking sound, and I cannot wait to go down to fucking Tribeca and fucking rock that shit.
How many people they taking to Canton?
That only one person from this 2-day tournament. I'm playing the second day, Sunday.
And then you'll have to play the winner of the first day?
All right, so this is what happens. Everyone plays. The top 16 people then play 4 separate games. Each winner of those 4 separate games then plays one last game. The winner of that game goes to Canton.
Catan. You get to go to Catan? A dream.
I'm very excited for this. I'm glad I shared it with you guys.
Can I
Yeah.
tell you something?
Yes.
I promise you now, after hearing all this, I'll go in and pitch the bosses that we take the show to Canton, Ohio.
Look, I'm going to come back. It's President's Day weekend, so I'm going to come back Tuesday with that Catan fucking, that $300 stipend.
Wouldn't it be great if you weren't allowed to go?
I'd be so disappointed and sad.
Absolutely not.
I got to get to the convention, Ron.
Your place is here, Chris.
And is Chris Catan going to be there to celebrate?
It would make sense if Chris Catan was there. He should at least be at the United States World. And then there's a world championship from the winner who wins the United States.
Dude, if you find yourself representing our country in the Olympics,
think a German guy won. This is a German game. I think a German guy won last year.
Of course, that's their.
Yeah.
It's in their world domination is in their blood.
Yeah.
Master race.
Earl, what's the nerdiest thing that you do?
Probably. I used to a lot. Backgammon was a lot when I used to play
Also
backgammon.
game related?
Yeah, that was probably. Everyone thought I was a nerd for playing it, but I loved it.
Gail, do you have a nerd gene at all?
Yes, I think that it is. Okay, first of all, raised Wiccan, immediately that puts you in a nerd category. There's a lot of nerdy
I thought it was cool.
pagan people out there. No, there's a lot of nerdy pagan people. And then because of that, like there's also things like I like Harry Potter and have read the books. That's not very cool, and I don't share it very often because it's just like, I don't want people to know I like Hogwarts.
A couple of times ago, I was at the stand, and there was this kid, 22 years old, with his mom. They had taken a trip to New York. I'm busting balls a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what have you guys done so far? And he goes, well, we went to the Harry Potter show. And I'm like, you realize there's two fucking hot Israeli chicks sitting right next to you that you have no chance at now
Nah.
because you're with your mom and you went to Harry Potter?
Honestly, there's a Harry Potter play on Broadway, and I want so badly to go to it, but I don't know when. First of all, it's a 2-day play. You have to go back. It's so long that they split it between 2 days. So you
That's
gotta have 2 consecutive nights that you'll go, or maybe you can do a matinee and then come back that night or something, which is really weird. But first of all, I can't imagine asking anyone to go with me. I can't think of one person who would go for 2 days to go see the Harry Potter.
I bet
show
Vito
with
would.
me.
I'm trying to think if I do one nerdy thing. Smoke?
No, that's
No,
cool.
That's cool.
Hang out with Voss on the road?
That
That's
is
cool.
pretty cool.
Okay. I mean, I'm doing sets at the stand and the cellar tonight. That's nerdy, right?
No, that's really cool. That's really
No,
cool.
it's a bar that people come in. They
Bars are cool.
hear you talk edgy as possible.
That's cool.
I know Earl. Mr. fucking By the way, backgammon is about the coolest thing that Earl does. I think your nerdy thing is the
Music?
bad photography.
I think it's music. I think he's a nerd
Music.
about music. Luther in Oakland.
Hi, I just wanted to chime in and say that I've played Settlers of Catan, and it's a great game for those who are keen on tedious things. It's
Is it
boring.
tedious?
It's not tedious at all.
Tedious.
No, it's because you don't understand the game. That's why. You know what? Settlers of Catan
I
doesn't
played
suck.
the game. I
Doesn't suck.
understand it's boring. It's like Monopoly. It's just like a Monopoly game in ancient times.
Are you fucking
By the way,
kidding me?
let's stop for a second. Monopoly is a very, very fucking fun game
It
and
is
very,
fun.
very fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
I would say the king of the board games is Monopoly.
Yeah.
I mean, the board games. I think a board game, you can't get... I'd much rather play a board game than a video game
Yeah.
if I have people together. Who wants to see somebody because your thumbs are fast, you should fucking win?
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Plus, I like a board game that involves skill set. Don't give me a shoots and ladders. That's just luck.
I'll still play shoots and
I'll
ladders
play
in a
it, but I'm
heartbeat.
just saying there's ones that require skill, and those are the ones I like. I like Scrabble.
What was your first of all the board games that you played?
The first one I can remember playing is Candyland.
Absolutely the best thing for a child to play. I highly recommend Juju's first game
Yeah.
is Candyland.
It's the first one I can remember, and I can remember all the characters obsessing over the lollipop and the the fudgy
and that ice cream
Yeah.
thing, the ice cream float, the gumdrop mountain. And sometimes I remember if I hit a thing where I jumped ahead, I'll go, no, I don't even get the gumdrop mountain. Kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Seems like a big fun thing.
Hey, Kevin in Nebraska.
Hey, so I just wanted to chime in on kind of one of the nerdy things that I do. So I'm 30 years old, and instead of actually playing games, I like to hop on YouTube and watch other people play video games and all that.
Yeah, that sounds sad to me, but
Yeah,
I
that's
know the
nerdy.
little kids in our family watch
They
people, I don't know, build things or do things or whatever.
Yeah, that's the What's the build? Minecraft. They watch other people playing Minecraft.
And
they have special ones that they like best.
Yeah.
They're like, that fucking dude's amazing.
Now, I have said, I can't really imagine sitting around watching YouTube videos of people playing video games. However, one time my brother was playing, what's that game where everyone got destroyed?
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. And he was playing it, and I was like, this is riveting. And I sat there for 3 hours and just watched. And he was like, do you want to play? And I was like, no, I'm enjoying this. It was like I sat there and watched like a movie.
I got very frustrated by that game, too, because there's a lot of stupid things that you could do.
I fucking hate that game.
Build a thing to get out. But then he won one of the things, and we all went fucking crazy. I mean,
so exciting.
I didn't remember that online game, that trivia game that we used to watch every day at 3 o'clock, and it was like a lot of fun. And then
HQ.
Yeah.
Then we just all quit.
Yeah.
And the other guy,
Scott Rogowski, Lag Daddy.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, he's gone. He's on Dazen.
And now I don't even know anybody who plays that game.
No. I was thinking about it the other day. There's no.
Twice we got to the last question, and we were going out of our minds.
It was so exciting. Ryan in Oakland.
Chris, you would get destroyed in any kind of professional or amateur organized Catan game.
Why is that? Why is that?
Give it up, dude.
Why is that? Why would I?
Why is it? Okay, what's your maximum number of roads you can have?
That's 17.
Oh, you don't know.
I just said it. You didn't give me a fucking goddamn way to answer, dick.
I'm starting to doubt you, Chris.
Why? Because this jerk off?
Yeah, you don't even know.
Anyway, hold on. And anyway, bro, why the fuck would I go for longest road when I get fucking every goddamn
come strong
dev card?
I'll knock you back.
Oh, with what, bro? With what? If you go for longest road, you're a fucking chump. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you crazy, Chris? You're going for the dev cards instead of longest roads?
I'm always going dev cards.
What are
I want that largest army, Ron. I want those victory points.
Ryan seems to know what he's talking about.
That's good, but it's slow. It's good, but it's slow. How many resources of each type are in the deck? And can you count them as they come out, or are you keeping track on a piece of paper?
I'm fucking counting them as they come out because I'm going to play that Monopoly card, bro. I'm going to get all the fucking hay and all the rock. I'm going to build the fucking seasoning to do. So don't come at me and fucking act like I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
It does seem like you're confused, though. Like Ryan has really caught you.
Ryan's caught me in
nothing. He's playing a West. He's Oakland.
The way
Those
Ryan
fuckers are
explains
crazy.
it, I didn't even know these things existed, and
now
all
I'm
of a sudden,
doubting.
Yeah, like now I feel like Ryan knows what
There's nothing to doubt. I'm going to Canton, Ron.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Ron.
Why don't you just not do this and enjoy it with your friends?
Ron, I've paid the $30 fee. I'm going.
It sounds like Ryan's going to Canton.
Ryan's going nowhere
If
fast.
Ryan does know the details of the games and you don't.
I just told him the fucking details of the game because for whatever reason he's quizzing me on it.
Ryan, why do you think that Chris lacks what it takes?
Because, first of all, he responds really aggressively whenever anything goes wrong for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not, it's like, it's a lot of bluster. Like, I know he's really harmless when it comes down to it. But
really?
The other three players who aren't your friends are going to target you. And when you're trying to get that resource tile, they're going to fuck you on it.
Bro.
They want you.
It sounds like it, bro. You're not ready for this.
I'm fucking more than ready. I want them to fucking come at me, all right? I'm going to call out all three of those assholes.
Fucking hooved animal. You goddamn centaur.
Oh, no. I'm a mythical creature.
What?
Yes, you are.
He's calling me a centaur, Ron.
Is that part of the game?
And that's nothing to do with the game.
Now, Ryan, are these guys going to smack talk?
Some people might. Some people.
I'd welcome it.
On the player.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is there's going to be like this unspoken alliance that it's going to occur with these other three players when
They're
they
gonna see you.
Chris in there.
They're going to see him coming.
There's a game that exists beyond the board.
The game within the game.
Bro, I'm ready for it.
No,
You're
it's-
talking
No,
a bunch of crazy
not within
bullshit.
the game.
Listen,
It's
you
all-
didn't know that there was a game beyond the game. Ryan just explained this. There's a social game.
Ryan's explaining nothing to me because I know it all already.
And if there's a social game, he's not winning.
No.
All right.
No, you're the first gonna get voted out on Big Brother or whatever it is.
Well, this isn't
Right
Big
out of
Brother.
there
This
on-
is Sellers of Catan.
And you feel like this is about the game itself.
It's about the game itself.
I want to believe you.
You can believe me.
All right. Thanks for
think
calling,
you
Ryan.
make
Thanks
a
for
pretty
straightening
good
us
showing.
out.
Thanks.
Yep. Enjoy.
Thank you, Ryan.
Did that ruin it for you, Chris?
No, it made me even fucking more eager to go. Because if the people that are going to be there, they're like, Ryan, this is going to be even easier than I thought it would be.
Well, I mean, to me, it sounds like you need work. Like, should you be studying up in some way? Because he started throwing out numbers. I don't know if you know them. What's
I
this
know.
about?
I can
hay?
hit balls to you if that helps at all.
That'd be fun.
Take some grounders.
See, he was bringing up hay, Gail. Hay is the most important resource in the game because hay can help you build.
Because you're a horse?
No, because hay helps you buy dev cards, build settlements, and build cities, and that's it's the most important
You can't
resource.
build a city from hay.
We built this city with lots of hay.
They sell a T-shirt.
I got some dev cards coming at you. Oh my God, Chris is out already.
Nope.
He's the first one out today.
Not gonna happen.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Chris, to
Tell me,
back
Ron.
you up.
Tell me, Ron.
I'm bringing a bag of egg salad sandwiches for you and any of your new friends.
Oh, nice.
I love an egg salad sandwich.
Yeah, they're good.
Egg salad's the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason in Rochester.
Hey, I just want to start out by saying I can kick Chris's ass in Catan.
You just said Catan. Fucking bring it, bro.
Why are you fighting with everyone?
Because they're
These are
picking
your
a fight up. They're picking a fight, Ron.
There's so few of you that play this game. Why aren't you trying to be
I
friends
know.
with them?
That's the
I
thing
don't
that's
know.
so weird to me.
I'd be texting.
And I would be so excited to be like, oh, you play Catan too?
That's why I want to be. But the Ryans and the Jasons of the world just want to come at me.
Ryans and Jasons.
Jason.
Yeah, I just want to back him up and say it is fun, though. Like, me and my friends get together at least once or twice a week, and it's a blast. We just hang out and smoke pot, drink beer.
Chris, do you smoke pot and drink beer while you're playing?
I vape and drink beer, sometimes liquor.
Do you vape herb at all, or you're not? You're not.
I mean,
you're off the herb bandwagon.
I'm off the herb. Like there's like that CBD weed hybrid that I like, but just straight fucking vaping, I can't because I fucking vape too much of it, and I'm fucking blasted. And I just fucking feel
You
brain
can't be
dead.
trusted.
No,
That makes me wonder how you're going to be with Catan.
I need some cut in my weed. It's fucking sad.
Well, yeah, it is.
I would have thought that these people would have called up and you'd have been excited to have other people
I
say.
know.
I was excited,
That's
but they
what
call up.
makes me worried because if there's a social game and you're not going to be friendly to these people, they're going to target you.
They can target me all they like. That's fine. I don't mind being targeted. I get targeted in the games I'm playing already. Whatever. You
What?
get past it. You move the
You're
robber.
kind of like the Trump of this
Yeah,
game.
you're the Trump of Catan.
People have yelled that at me.
President of Catan. Hey, Craig in Virginia.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Hey.
Chris has been screaming so long, I think we need to start a Deadpool or like a square board saying when he gets out and then put a challenge at the end, how soon he goes out.
You're going to lose.
I mean, here's the thing. It sounds like there's not, of all the players, they don't have a lot of confidence in you, which is...
It's because they're haters. Gail.
Earl, how do you think he's going to do?
I don't think he has the temperament. He has to. You have to have a certain mindset. You have
A
to be
Catan
very,
man
very.
always has very even keel.
What does Earl know about temperament? He blacks out from rage.
You know how you
Look
were
what
so,
you're doing. You're not. You're making any sense.
I know everything that's happening. I have a memory.
He does got you. You know how you did the parody song?
Yes.
I'm going to do one for you.
Okay.
Hey, prepare yourself. It's Chris the Catan man. His name is Chris Catan. He's the Catan man. Would it be weird if we went to see you play?
I wouldn't mind at all.
Can we bring Juju?
Sure.
Yeah,
She'd
because
love
we want her to
She's
see
gonna
people
mess
her
up
own
the
age.
Tony in Seattle.
Hey, Chris, are there going to be kids at this thing?
Sure.
No idea. I hope so. You know what? I hope the field's weak. Weaker than I already think it's
What
going to
makes you think it's weak?
I don't think a child is thinking on my level when it comes to sellers.
How are you going to win this thing when you got a huge boner?
That's neither here nor there.
Don't fucking do that, Chris.
I'm not going to be hard at the fucking Catan
All
tournament.
right, can I be honest about this?
Yes.
What kind of fucking clothes are you going to be wearing?
I don't know yet. I was
Not a
thinking
dad
about
shirt.
it. You know,
Don't wear a dad shirt.
Okay.
No. Let's look up and see if there's any cool Catan wear we can get.
Oh, you can go to CatanShop.com for that.
All right, let's go.
Let's see.
They have a myriad of.
Myriad. You are a nerd.
Oh, God. What is
These aren't
stuff?
exactly cool things to wear.
Let's see.
All right,
Merch.
let's go to the
Get us to
merch.
the merch table.
Youth. Men's.
Good.
Oh,
A
God.
lot of hoodies.
All right, so what's up?
with
And then there's a sheep.
Yeah, there's we built this city on rock and wheat T-shirts.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and weed.
You need 3
Wait,
hay.
Nobody
Wheat.
wants your stinking sheep.
You've been calling it hay.
People call it hay. People call it fucking weed. It's.
Look, know the lingo, okay?
I
Because
know the
that's gonna
fucking
make
lingo.
you look like a real tourist, you know?
No one wants your stinking sheep because sheep are the least valuable of the resources.
You don't want to be the kid in Little League who says home base.
There's a Pride Catan shirt. That's nice.
Oh, cool. That's good for you.
It's settle down because Sellers of Catan.
Okay, got it.
Summer's coming. I don't know what that means.
That's cool, man.
Wood for sheep. There's a lot of trading between players in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of Catan. That's pretty cool. It's a Catan ugly sweater.
How long has this game been around?
I think 20 or 30 years, something like that.
Wow.
What? You said
now-
new, I thought.
I mean, how could something be around 30 years and 99% of us haven't heard of it?
Hey, Steve in Florida.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I used to play Catan with my ex-brother-in-law. It was really fun. Chris sounds like the type of guy you'd want to probably hit over the head with like a brick while you're playing.
Well,
But,
I mean, he is weirdly competitive.
I'm going in for it, man.
Yeah, it's a bit much for a board game, but I think Chris's game is probably Catan as opposed to Catan.
Wood for fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Now, here's the weird thing. Out of everyone here, guess who's probably the most competitive? Earl Douglas. He gets crazy about games. He'll fucking start fights in the softball field. He's very, very competitive.
I did not know that about you, Earl.
Play to win. You have
He's
to play
like,
to win.
but why don't you do that with your job?
Yeah,
That's
why
what I
I'm
don't
shocked.
understand.
I would have thought he'd been like, whatever.
Now, you'll do anything to win, right? So you got to respect the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox for the way that they've cheated at baseball.
Not at all. They get whatever was coming to them, and they deserve whatever is coming to them as well. The Sox
don't you
haven't
think
been
it's-
punished yet.
Don't you think it's great that each of them probably robbed the fucking series away from the Yankees?
I'm furious because remember in the 2017 LCS, the home teams won all the games, and they were all the games on the road were tight games. The Yankees blew them out.
Oh no, I remember that.
And if the idea that remember against the Dodgers, everyone was like, it was like they knew the pitchers were coming.
Yes.
In fact, turns out they knew the pitchers were coming.
So that's what they do. They would use technology to steal. So you know when you're getting a fastball, you know when you're getting a curve, you know when you're getting a slider, and then they didn't even have a signal for Cuban palm because it rose, fucking rose up. But it's really weird to see baseball striking down. I mean, these guys are out of the game for right now. Their own fucking teams don't want them. And when you know, then they also said, okay, the coaches are out, but the players, no.
Yeah.
Why? A player cheated. And they said, well, they were told to. What? When is that okay?
They're grown
They're being good Nazis.
I just want to say something about Yankee fans real quick because this is really bothering me. Every fucking Yankees fan up in arms about this forgets that how many championships they won with people blatantly taking steroids. And that's cheating just as much as this is cheating.
So what's your point?
I'm just
it
sick
doesn't
of
make one better than the other.
I know, but I'm sick of Yankee fans acting like they were cheated out of something.
You just don't like the Yankees and their fans.
I don't.
We can't take your opinion about this one thing.
You're a loser Met fan, dude. You're never going to win.
Your team should be fucking cheating.
We are. We just got Beltran, so like we'll see what he does.
Again, you took this thing into the same Queens versus the Bronx, place that he always goes. And Chris lives in Queens and he hates the fucking Mets.
Why do you?
They're
You
a
should've been
garbage
Mets boy.
organization. My father was a Yankees fan. I'm a Yankees fan.
And you're a garbage Catan player.
You don't even fucking know what
You
you're
didn't
saying
know it was
right
grain. You fucking
It wasn't
loser.
grain, it was wheat.
It makes you look even
wheat.
stupider.
It's grain, actually. Somebody tweeted at me and told me it's grain.
They're
and Chris
wrong. We just saw the T-shirt. It says wheat. He's saying hey like a moron.
I like saying hey. Some people call sheep babas, and that drives me fucking nuts.
Why? Because you
Look,
don't think it's cool?
No, I think it's really stupid.
I think you need to get with the lingo. If that's what the kids are
Yeah.
saying, say Baba.
No, I'm going in there with my own lingo, and I'm going to play the game how I want to play it. And if they don't like it, they can suck me off.
Trump.
Dude, if you say that, you're going to be out of the tournament. They don't put up with your
Especially
potty
because
talk.
a good portion of these are underage children.
Yeah. Try to just get as many babas as you can. at the beginning.
Rod, seriously.
I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, doesn't a duck say Baba?
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking get a shirt that says "I'm Bob Bennington here for Chris Catan," and I'm gonna be fucking yelling the whole time this is going on.
Ron in Los Angeles.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Chris, I don't know jack shit about the game, never played it, but I know they have an online version called Catan Universe if you want to keep playing and get more practice in.
Yeah, I have the Catan version on the Switch, Nintendo Switch.
How's that working out for
I mean,
you?
it's fine. I don't really like playing. I'd rather play in person.
You
but
playing against other players or you're playing against the computer?
You play against other players.
You feel like you can't get the same read that you get when you're facing.
I really do like it. Like, I just enjoy it better like in person.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you. I'm a fucking old school that way. I like human beings, like being around them.
Can't take this digital revolution.
Andrew in New Jersey.
Hey, Ronnie, the reason Major League Baseball isn't going after the players is they're protected by the union, and they could go after them, but it would take years and years, and it would drag out so long that it's not even worth it.
So what? A rule's a rule. You know what I mean? A rule's a rule. If you got to go after them, you got to go after them. So what?
Yeah, but it's easier for them to just pluck off people in management.
Yeah, well, you can do that while you're still going after everybody. You got if you want this rule to stick, there has to be consequences.
Yeah.
Or else you go like this. Of course, if you have a camera, steal the fucking pictures. What's the difference? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a big deal about that. How about you say this?
Yeah.
The fucking catcher can no longer talk to the pitcher. How's that for everybody? He doesn't know what kind of pitch is coming his way. If they're caught giving fucking signs, that might add a lot of excitement to the game. A lot of passed balls, which I consider the best game of professional sports. Do you see what I'm saying, Earl?
Yes, I mean, and this is going beyond the basic, you steal signs all the time. You're standing on second base, you're stealing a sign. This is going beyond. You're basically watching a video monitor, but the replay monitor, and stealing signs.
But I will tell you something. When there's technology, you're now dealing with the technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking football used to have fucking signs, and now they're like, you know what? Let's just put a fucking earpiece in. Why don't you put a fucking earpiece in those guys? The coach says, here's what you're throwing. You're throwing a fucking slider. How's that sound? Anybody fucking says any difference? It's going to be not out of the Catan game when they're playing it. We're all playing it.
I like that.
Do you know that's the number one game played by baseball players in the fucking travel days?
I had no idea.
Yeah. Used to be fucking poker. No more.
Straight Catan. Look, I own a Catan Travel Edition. It's great.
Dave in Virginia.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, the people have been cheating in baseball and in all sports for years. I mean, it's ridiculous that the punishment the Astros got, because you can get busted multiple times for steroids and not get that same punishment.
But
in
they
football,
feel,
they hire lip readers.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I mean, the steroid thing is because somebody could accidentally end up with steroids in their system when they're taking other kind of medication, stuff that you can, use to heal. There's what Earl is describing. Oh, we put video monitors on this game and we're stealing the things that way. I mean, you can't accidentally do that. I mean, there's a reason people don't like baseball anymore. And it is the Houston Astros. That's the reason why people don't like baseball.
Corey in Rockland.
Hey, guys. I think why doesn't the pitcher and the catcher wear earpieces and listen to the pitching manager from the dugout?
I just brought that up. And Earl, where would you be on that?
I'm for it, but then let's say, sometimes you might get let's say the catcher gets a foul tip off the helmet and the earpiece goes out.
Let's see if we can't run another helmet out to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It happens.
Remember, Ken Patero would just say, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And that's how sports should be.
You think cheating is part of the game? It should be part of the game.
If they could figure out your signs, go right ahead.
Let me tell you something. If they still, in this sport, allow someone to throw 104-mile-an-hour baseball against another human being who's only fucking 9 feet away, out of everything in sports, I honestly believe that's the most dangerous thing, and it's still an acceptable thing.
Yeah.
I'll shoot somebody if they fucking throw that ball at me. I'll fucking get a gun and shoot them in the neck. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It can kill somebody.
Yeah, and people are okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, what I would do, they're going, oh, there's no way to stop it. Really? How about a lifetime fucking, fucking suspension from baseball? Probably stop it
You know
tomorrow.
what's all in the name of entertainment, and people love it. That's what it comes down to.
Right. Well, people love a lot of things. You know what I mean? Earl loves rape, but we won't let him do it.
No.
He
It's
just-
illegal.
He wants it so bad.
And immoral.
I don't think it's very Christian, personally.
No, Earl's from a different kind of Christianity.
Yeah.
Funkier stuff.
Oh, that's cool, though.
Rapier.
It's the funk. So you're pro-rape then, Earl?
I won't call it pro rape.
By the way, Earl's going
What
to
would you call
Detroit. Going to Detroit with me this weekend.
Oh, cool. That's so exciting.
And we are going to get fucked up. No. We made up our mind.
What?
Yeah. When in Detroit, get fucked up. You ever been to Motown, Earl?
No, and I've always wanted to go.
Now you are.
Now you have your opportunity.
Creepstore.com.
Creepstore.com. That's the Creep Store with Bob Kelly, Rich Voss, Jim Florentine, Ron and Bennington. It'll be at the Emerald Theater in Detroit this Saturday, January 18th.
I believe those guys are coming in tomorrow, too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a fucking Settlers of Catan going.
Can we? Would
Let's
you
see.
teach us?
I'll teach you guys. All right, so it's the expansion. So you 6 will play, and I will just tell you how to.
Oh, what are you afraid? One of us will beat you? Get a couple lucky spins?
Max is 6, Ron, even with the expansion.
Pussy.
Yeah.
What? I didn't make up the board.
Yeah, but you also could have said, Voss shouldn't be in this, and then you take his place.
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
Yeah, right. I don't believe you'll even do it. Let's go to a friend of mine who picked his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today. Johnny. Johnny, why no Soundgarden?
Too many dead people. I think they're literally the only one person playing that's not dead. So it's a weird class, but I don't know.
Where is it this year? You going, Johnny?
No, it's in Cleveland. I did go to the one. What year did I go? I went the year the E Street Band got inducted, and it was in Brooklyn, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was long as hell, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it was like, I want to say it was like a 5 or 6 hour thing, and I like to duck out real quick out of most things. But I was there with our big boss, and I was wearing a tuxedo, and I'm like, I don't know. I was like,
Finally, one day in your life, you had to follow the fucking rules, huh, Johnny?
Yeah. It was like
You're normally so punk rock.
He's normally the Houston Astros of fucking management.
How do they not make them vacate their title? That's my question with all this shit.
You would actually do that, huh?
Well, I mean, let's think about the pitch that little shit hit to end this year's AL championship game. There's no way that 5 foot nothing guy is going to hit that pitch unless he knew exactly what was coming. And he knew exactly what was coming, and that knocked the Yankees out. I'm not being a bitter Yankee fan, maybe a little, but I think that, if they were proved to be cheating, they're going to they're going to suspend. Cora got fired before. They're probably going to still suspend him for at least 3 to 5 years because he was the mastermind. How do you not make him vacate a title? I mean, only because it'll look terrible for Major League Baseball. That's why they won't.
Who cares? They already look terrible anyway. Now, what do you say to what Vito says? Vito claims, Johnny, you're a fucking hypocrite Yankee fan because so many of your titles are built on the back of the steroid monster.
Who? Alex Rodriguez, who won 1? Because that's the only Yankee.
So you'd be willing to give that one back, the Alex Rodriguez?
No, because every single title in the last 20 plus years would have to be then given back because everybody had one. And I got news for you. This year, the shock of them all is that Barry Bonds will be elected into the Hall of Fame this year, as will Mark McGwire. They're going to make it.
You put money down on that one?
It's already, if you look, there's a guy weird dude who tabulates votes as they come in because they're public, and the two of them are already over the threshold. So yes, if you'd like to bet, I'm happy to wager that they'll make it.
I knew you would bet on a cheat bet like that.
Like a real Yankee.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to make it's a 75% threshold. and they're over it already. So, if the votes keep coming in as they are, it looks like the two of them, the first two are going to get in, and then it's just going to very slowly. Actually, I think it's Clemens. I'm sorry, I think Clemens and Bonds are going to get in this year. And then you'll slow. So Alex Rodriguez, if that happens, then A-Rod's going to get in.
You got to let them in. If they put in any of those guys, it's the same thing that happened with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The second you let in Kiss, you're like, well, we have to let in Rush. You know what I mean? And it's true.
Yeah.
Right. If you've taken away the criteria that you had at the beginning of it, and the criteria should be near perfection, no matter what your Hall of Fame is. Near perfection. That's why I wouldn't even have put Jimmy Johnson in the Football Hall of Fame. Felt like he wasn't in the game long enough.
Not at all.
And he walked out. He turned his back on the game with a team that maybe could have had an extra 2 or 3. Why? Because your owner's a dick? Who isn't?
Exactly.
Who's got like a great owner? All right, Johnny. See you later.
Bye,
See you in the
Johnny.
fucking funny papers, Johnny. Peace.
Let's go over here to Kevin in Utica.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey, how does Whitney Houston get in over Pat Benatar? She's not rock and roll. And when are they going to let Steppenwolf in?
Well, first of all, let's just stay with one. I mean, first, Steppenwolf, the fact that you did Born to Be Wild, what more you got to do?
Magic Carpet Ride.
You might like the song Magic Carpet Ride, but Steppenwolf is going to fit in with a number of songs that are just absolutely a perfect rock song.
Mm-hmm.
I put it up there with Wild Thing, fucking Gloria. There's just songs that you're like, holy shit, this is perfect.
It's just a rock and roll song.
Now, Earl, you heard when I brought this up, these two millennials laughed in my face when I brought up Pat Benatar for 2 reasons.
We did laugh.
Number 1, she is a woman. Number 2, she's from Long Island. And number 3, the camel toe. To me, those are the 3 reasons that I would put her in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. As a proud African American, would you put Whitney Houston and all of her hits in before Pat Benatar?
I would put Pat Benatar ahead of Whitney Houston.
She belongs there.
I 100% belongs there. Before Whitney came along, she was the premier
But under
female
the same
rock
circumstance we've just explained, that they changed the criteria to include things that don't go under the rock and roll umbrella. If you're going to do that, don't you think Whitney Houston deserves to be in there?
She deserves to be in there. I'm not necessarily saying this year, but how many times has Pat Benatar been on the ballot? How many times she hasn't been on the ballot and she's been eligible? She was the female rock vocalist. People wanted to look like her. Guys wanted to be with her. The sound.
That's fucking disgusting.
Jesus, that goes back to his rape
People
thing.
of both genders.
Like she was the best. Like basically from 80 to 90, she was the best.
That's a little longer than I would have given her. I would have said it's 79 to maybe an 84, which is a long time.
Yeah.
Somebody's whole high school fucking years.
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, fuck taker, shit maker, gonna fuck around with me. Heartbreaker, fuck taker. Let's go to Ryan in Calgary.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, yo, $1 million. So I put all my money on Chris Stanley for any game, whether it's Catan or anything else.
Fucking love it.
Take Chris Stanley and Pepper Hicks.
Yeah.
They're the original Parker brothers.
I'm going to say something. You made me believe in Chris in a way that nobody else could
I
today.
didn't see that before Ryan.
I will say,
That's what I'm a promoter.
but I'll say this, Gail. I so want this kid to get his chance to do this. You know what I mean?
I want my shot.
I love that he has a hobby that he's proud of.
Look,
and you got away from cornhole, which you were into for a while.
That's a summer thing,
You
Ron.
told me that you were going to be the cornhole champ of the Northeast or something.
Look, I was trying to get into the ACL, the ALC, the American Cornhole.
I saw some of them on TV. I don't think you. I mean,
They're
it's
really
unbelievable
good.
what they're doing.
They're really good. Everyone's a goddamn fucking cornhole.
I want you to win.
I want to win
But
too.
That's why I'm concerned when I hear people calling in and saying things that makes me think that you don't know the game on the level of some of these pros.
I want any of these idiots to try to fuck it. There's no way.
I'm glad you're confident, but I want you to be prepared.
I'm prepared. I've fucking been playing Catan nonstop.
Just with your girlfriend's friends? I mean, is that enough?
I'm playing it online. I'm playing it in real life. I know what I'm fucking doing.
IRL.
They're all fucking sick of me winning. They all fucking don't like me.
Is there a reason that this Catan game doesn't seem to have any black people playing? Is it your own fucking racism?
I think it's because it's a German game, and there's a German guy's name on the cover of it. It's not even just Settlers of Catan. It's like Hans Gruber or something.
That's pretty cool.
Oh no, that's
Hi, close to Hans Gruber. Yippee-yi-yi, Chris Stanley. Would you consider changing your last name to Catanley?
If I represent the United States in the World Championship, sure.
I love it.
I'll definitely fucking.
Family.
What if we got you a silk jacket? I don't want you to get the same shirts from this shop in case everybody's wearing them.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't want to go there.
Wear some sort of settler garb, like some sort of a potato sack tunic,
or cloak.
What about something that says, I'm here to win this thing, and it's just a fucking blazer that says, you will suck my ass pipe?
Yeah, I think that could work.
I mean, that'll get in everyone's fucking heads. And that's what I want to do. I want to fucking...
Would you consider shaving the head and putting a big tattoo over the map of the game on your head? Is that out of the question?
I mean, that would look cool.
I'm dying for him to win this game, man. I feel like I could almost start crying when I think about it.
I want to roll in there. I want to dominate. I want to be in and out that Sunday. Sunday,
Could we
10
head
a.m.
over to the Diamond District,
Yeah.
see if they have some sort of a diamond gold piece with just a big bale of hay?
I would love that.
Hay or wheat?
Whichever.
It's either.
Grain?
Definitely not a sheep, though, or a baba.
Why don't you come in, fucking suck it on a baby bottle, and just have it say, baby wants his baba.
That's a great idea.